Keep it going for June, everybody. Like June said, my name's Jake Macias. My last name is Macias. And when I tell people that, they're often like, oh, Macias. That's interesting, Jake, because you look unstoppably white. You are a pasty with a name like that. It's crazy. And I see it. You know, I have that name because that's my wife's last name. Macias. She's Mexican. I took her last name because that's why people just can't keep our hands off anything. It's just one more thing. It's the new Assyrian colonization. So you gotta pick a good one, though. And it's cute because like my wife, she also finds it weird. She's not into it. She's like, wow, Jake, just kind of seems like you just want to be Mexican so bad. Like you want to be Mexican so bad. You're like a Mexican Rachel Dolezal. Which I'm like, you mean a Cholazol? Cause sí lo soy. Now there's a lot of like interesting family dynamics that I have and also grew up with. Like one is that my parents were very young when they had me, so they were always more of my friends than they were my parents. But then would just randomly decide when to be my parent. Like one time I was hanging out with my mom and I called her by her first name. And she was like, you do not call me by my first name, all right? You refer to me as Mom. And I was like, okay, Mom. I'm not the one fucking up the rotation, okay? So why don't you put that in front? Hey, pass it over, Mom, please. Like, I think once we're a couple of drugs and hanging out, we can just drop the customaries. Like, okay, Mom, are you gonna finish this with it or not? It's getting cold! Worked hard for those whippets. But that was Mom, you know? She never did finish her whippets. Classic Sarah. Am I right? No, but growing up was kind of weird. Like, it was kind of hard. Like, growing up, I was a fat kid. You know, I was fat. But, like, PHAT fat. Pretty hot and thick. Like, yo, I was busted. Yo, I was a little beefcake back then. I know, like, I look like a weird, artsy Bob's Burgers character now, but, like, back in the day when I was a kid, just imagine, all right? Like, I was a stacked little snack. Can you imagine that? You can? Don't! It's gross. I mean, I don't know. Like, people are very obsessed with, like, body image. You know, like, I have a friend who's just so ashamed of his weight that he says he needs to gain at least 10 pounds before he can fit into the suit that he wants to kill himself in. Are we having a good time? No, I mean, it is sad. It's just like, you know, he's just so ashamed of it. But me being the body positive person that I am, I told him, hey dude, you don't need to gain any weight, all right? Dead bodies blow. All right, you're good. You're good to go. Go get, you know? Are y'all not supportive of your friends? Like, be a good friend, I guess. Anybody have any wacky coworkers? You know? Talking to little zany cats in the office. You know, it's fucking like goofballs up there. No? Just, okay, I work. Okay, I have a job. Okay. A few weeks ago, we had a new guy, Gerard, come into the office wearing shorts. You know, just a weird first impression. But what was worse, what was underneath his shorts? Because, like, right underneath his kneecaps, he had tattooed white power. Is everybody uncomfortable? Okay. I keep doing this joke just to hear the audience's butthole clench. Yeah, there's no way we do it. No, yeah, we all had a very similar reaction. We were all like, whoa! And had questions like, Why? And hired you. Like, hired this guy. And one more thing. How did you become like a social worker? Like, how did that happen? How'd you get in here? And he told us that he was a Nazi, went to prison, whatever, is no longer a Nazi. And we're like, oh, a Nazi. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, you should get that changed because that's fucking crazy. So let me tell you what. Why don't you take a week off? All right, go get that fixed, come back, and we'll reevaluate whoever's working in HR. It turns out that Gerard used to date Amanda, who works in HR. That's how he got the job. So we were like, oh, Amanda, so you thought it was a good idea to hire your American History ex. Nazi puns, folks. Like, come Tuesday evening at the BA Colonial. Everybody having a good time? Anyway, Gerard comes back a week later wearing shorts to show off all the progress, to which there was none, because he still had a tattoo on his knees. And we were like, hey, what happened to our literal last conversation? Why did you get that fixed, man? He was like, oh, I got it fixed. And then he turns around, and on the back of his kneecaps, he has a tattoo. Black Power. Same font and everything. I was like, I don't think that's how that works. Like, you should just have it like, removed or something, because now you're confusing everybody. Like, pick a lane, Gerard, you know? You have to know who you're talking to at the water cooler. Let's change it up. Who here was breastfed? Huh? Just me and you, okay? Like, no shame if you weren't breastfed, like, no shame at all. But my wife is the best at breastfeeding in public. The best. Like, especially at the movie theater. It's just sometimes, you know, we get a movie theater attendant who comes over, grabs me by the collar, and he's like, "Sir, no outside food and drinks." I am so sorry, sir. Old habits die hard, man. I'm weaning off soon. We have a lot of interesting names for the gatherings of certain species. Like, you have a gathering of geese is called a gaggle, and a gathering of crows is called a murder, and a gathering of juggalos is called a family reunion. Okay? Whoa. It's me and you. Oh my God. It's usually just me. BA Colonial's down the clown. All right. That's cool. I mean, I love ICP. Like, I love the Insane Clown Posse. And those that don't know who the Insane Clown Posse is, they are a Christian jazz band. You know, the kids are listening to, so you gotta hop on it, like, while they're so hot right now. But, like, you know, people, you know, they used to give, like, juggalos a bad rap back in the day. Mostly because they were making bad rap back in the day. Like, now they're a lot better. Like, now, they are anti-racist, they are anti-fascist, and they've always given suburban kids a reason to do drugs, so, like, they're doing the work in the community, okay? I mean, they are changing lives out there. Like, I remember when I became a juggalo, alright? I was working at Starbucks, and I was doing whippets with my boss, and just like that, I was a juggalo. A great day. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm the Jacobs.